The Dogs have Arizona
agree with
State
you,
this
Kellen.
weekend. What does everybody expect to see from the Huskies this weekend?
Well, there's 4 big key assets when it comes to football. Obviously, offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. So when you look at the offensive side of the ball, advantage Washington. Don't expect Browning to have that bad of a game this time around. I believe he's going to try to boost his Heisman numbers back up. He's one of the best quarterbacks in college football and is going against the nation's worst pass defense. When it comes to defense, advantage Washington. The Huskies still held USC to only 26 points. This edge goes to UW, and it's not even questionable. Even though Azim Victor is out for the rest of the season with a broken leg, look for other guys to be the next man up and fill that void. Special teams actually goes to Arizona State. Zane Gonzalez is the best college kicker in college football. Coaching, no question. Coach Peterson had his team in contention for the college football playoff. In my opinion, still does. Obviously, if they lose, they could be back in the hunt, assuming the Huskies win the Pac-12 title. In my opinion, what is this big matchup is the receivers. Washington receivers versus ASU defense. Browning did not have the best game last weekend, but he still has plenty of weapons around him. Ross and Pettis are capable of going off at any given moment. 4.3 speed, unbelievable to Browning's ability to throw them, open and launch the ball down the field. Look for Browning's timing to be a lot more comfortable in this game. The Sun Devils need to keep safety help over the top against these receivers. These guys run unbelievable routes. They stem these routes. They don't even have to make hard breaks because they're so fast in and out of their cuts. In my opinion, this won't even be close. ASU won't be able to generate enough offense to keep pace up with UW. Again, Browning will look to have a big bounce-back game. I think he'll throw for about 300 yards, 3 to 4 touchdowns. He'll hook up with Ross. He'll hook up with Pettis. Gaskin won't break the 100-yard mark on the ground, but I believe he'll have about 85 to 95 yards, at least hit the zone once or twice. The Huskies will pick up their 10th win, and they'll get ready for the Apple Cup. I believe it's going to be about 45 to 21.
Man,
Huskies.
Loaded. Kellen Westring with the breakdown.
Yeah.
Lacey, what do you think? What do you expect to see this
Kellen
weekend?
took all my points. No,
Get on the dog.
UW's defense did well last weekend against USC, who is a very well-organized offense, but sad to see Azim Victor is going to be out for the rest of the season, but I'm hoping that that's something that can rally this defense and really get them motivated for this weekend. ASU offense is going to have a tough time, I think, getting on the board this weekend. The Sun Devils QB, Manny Wilkins, has thrown as many touchdowns as he has interceptions this season, with 7 on both sides. The team is averaging 34.7 points per game. The Dogs are only allowing 17.9. I think the Dogs are going to be able to stop this offense easily. ASU defense allows 37.8 points against them per game, which is a lot of points. And I think the Dogs are going to blow that number out even more. I think Jake Browning is going to get his confidence back and find those talented receivers like Kellen pointed out. And this is the last game for the Huskies, the last home game for the Huskies. I'm hoping they can have fun with it and just gain that confidence before facing Pullman, or facing the Cougars in Pullman.
Very nice, very nice. Drew, what do you think? What do you think we should see from the Huskies this weekend?
I think the Huskies are going to win handily. Defense is going to have their mojo back, especially with ASU's quarterback hurt.
Yep.
That's the one thing to take note of here in this. Manny Wilkins is out. He's been the motor to drive that ASU offense. They came out with what they call the Sparky formation. Saw a little bit of the Wildcat revival in their game versus Wazoo, which was kind of cool to see. So I don't know if UW is going to be preparing for that. Just another thing to see on film, another wrinkle. I think UW will handle them, though. And Jake Browning's come back with a vengeance.
I think that's fair to say.
Want to give a special shout-out to Jeff Mitsui, Takara's father. He's listening, and his little advice on this topic is if the Dogs win in 3 straight games here with beating the Devils, with beating the Cougs, and with winning the Pac-12 championship, they will be in. We appreciate the information, Jeff.